don't know. Like, the reason why he dropped out is because like he just done like a lot of like he started smoking when he was like 14 years old. He just he didn't hang out with a bad group, but I just think he just didn't like school. It's like, you know, I don't know. People don't usually understand. You know, people how they usually people drop out of school because like they think school is too hard for them. They hang out with a bad group. But him, he just dropped out of high school because he just decided like I don't need high school. Like he just didn't want it. He just stayed home, hung out with friends, came back, just didn't hang out with the bad group or anything.
Did he go back at least?
But then later on, then he got to a very good university. He went to Minneapolis State University, and then he dropped out of that college.
How did he go instead of getting university if he did go to high school?
Well, it's a placement test. That's what I heard. He got in like around. So he later on like went to Minneapolis State University. I don't know how. He told me to put placement exam. And once he did, my mom was like very happy. Okay, he's gonna graduate. And then like once he graduated, he's gonna have a good job. Then he dropped out. Like he just dropped out. And then everybody's like, what? So I don't know.
Maybe he has a really
And then like he's the oldest. He's also the oldest in our family. And then like most of the stuff that like we're a family of 6. My mom, dad, my younger brother, my older sister, and me, my older brother's the oldest. And usually like my mom and dad, they're like kind of getting old, so usually you know how Somali culture, like they leave it to the oldest sibling and take care of the kids. So my brother's supposed to be that. Brother's supposed to be the one to pick up, and then like by this age, supposed to graduate from university, state university, and he's supposed to like help us out, get a good job. My mom does everything by herself now. My parents are divorced, and my mom tells me to stay. I kind of have a little bit more burden now because like my mom tells me make sure you do good in high school because you have to fill up your brother's spot.
Yeah.
And that's kind of hard because I have to do my position first instead of filling another position.
Yeah.
And like my daddy comes occasionally. Like my parents are divorced. My dad usually doesn't help us out because he has his own problems. He doesn't want to help. He has his own problems.
Yeah.
And my mom is a single mother. We live with her, and she does everything. And she's almost getting old, and it's kind of sad. So, kind of living a rough life, really. So, kind of, I don't like, not everybody else. Like, my point is, like, dropping, like, in my situation is that my older brother, he's supposed to help out my mom since my parents are divorced, and he hasn't.
But he's like the man of the house.
Yeah, but
What about your older sister?
my older sister, she goes to school and stays home. Like, she doesn't kind of do much.
So does it make a big right
Yeah, he does.
He needs like a male.
My mom,
Role model.
my mom always tells me, then like, my mom's like, oh, if I were, my mom's like, oh, it's stressed out. She always tells me if I were to go on vacation or just live somewhere, I would, probably by that time you'd be over 18, so I would just like sign that you're gonna stay with your little brother, you take care of him because you're responsible. She always tells me. So honestly, like, I feel like my mom feel bad because so what I do, like, the main point is like, depends what situation you're in. Like if you're oldest sibling and you drop out of high school, the oldest sibling you drop out of high school, like it's gonna affect like your whole family. It kind of depends. But dropping out itself is gonna affect your family.
So what do you feel like if your brother actually didn't drop out of high school or college or anything, what do you think would change in the household?
A lot. I would have. I don't want to say like we're poor, but we're kind of like here's like being homeless, and here's like middle class, a little bit right below middle class actually. We've been living in the same house for like 8 years, so we can't afford another one. And usually, since my parents are divorced, my little big brother's supposed to help us out, and I kind of like don't have the same.
Someone to look up to, like.
Someone look up to, someone like yeah.
That encourages you to stay in school and everything. Probably.
Well, kind of true. The kind of like the only reason like one of the main reasons I also stay in school just to like make my mom happy, and that she told me don't be like your older brother. And she always tells me like it's kind of good that he kind of dropped out, showed an example, but at the same time it's bad because we just like lost a chance for us to help us out. So he's basically a good example in a bad way. At the same time, he's a bad example in a good way. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah. He's a good-hearted guy. He's very nice. He's not disrespectful to nobody. It's just that he doesn't know like what to do with his life. So kind of dropping out affects the whole family, regardless of what age you are. But if you're the oldest in the family, then it will affect your whole life like dearly, like big. It will affect your life. So.